we're look at the inner workings of speakers. Okay, so we're reading this article, okay, called soundguys.com. And let's see here. How do speakers work? Okay. It's everything, okay. Okay, no, this is the intro. Fuck that. Okay, talking. But anyways, anyways, a speaker driver, is the raw electroacoustic component that makes loudspeaker work. Makes loudspeaker work. Okay, so a raw electroacoustic. Okay, so and the Bobobots call that on Notion. Oh my goodness. Okay, we can do speakers as a header, but we're not gonna actually do it as a header. We're just gonna do it as regular text. So yeah. So basically, okay, a speaker driver is the raw electroacoustic. Okay. Speaker drivers. Okay, copy and paste that shit on there. Speaker driver. Is a raw electroacoustic component that makes a loudspeaker work. Okay, as a transducer, its function is to transform energy from one form to another. Okay, so transforms one energy to another. Whatever that means, but hold on. As okay. Specifically, this transducer transforms the amplified electrical waves from your playback device, be that your phone or your turntable cartridge, into sound pressure waves in the air, for your ears to detect. Obviously, there. I guess their ears still do detect. I don't know, fucking that bitch. Heard of people, but anyway. Let's see here. Okay, so transforms. They could have said that initially. They could have said it in one sentence. Transforms audio. Wait, transforms audio from speakers. We'll say audio electricity or something like that. To be specific, electricity from speakers. Anyways, transforms audio electricity from speakers to from device to the air, I guess. Okay, the speaker driver. Let's see here. Apparently it's a motor. Okay, all loudspeakers have electromagnets that create a circular gap within which the voice coil and diaphragm move. It is the interaction. Okay. All right. Okay, we can make this paragraph instead. An amplifier feeds a signal to two terminals on the back of the speaker. To two terminals on the back of the speaker. Okay. These, we can paste this in there to make it look more concise, more easy to read, I guess, you know. You put it under speaker driver, bitch. These terminals pass the current, into cylindrical coil of the wire, okay, which is suspended in the circular gap between the poles of a permanent magnet. These terminals pass, okay. This coil moves back and forth inside the magnetic field. Passing through, it alternates in direction with the signal applied inside the magnetic field. The center of the speaker cone is attached to one end. It's out of order, but I guess you can. Would that be more concise? To just like describe? Okay, yeah, look, you would. Okay, so like to describe the workings, and then describe like what it does. Oh my goodness. This is like legitimately basic. Like it's so basic. But we have so to make it more concise, okay, we're gonna go off topic a little bit. um do do okay, describe the work. Okay, it's just like general shit. Okay, describe the workings of describe the workings. I get a little bit ahead of myself. Yeah. The workings of the wire. Wait, hold on. Of the components. Sorry. Components of the speaker. Or you can. Okay, first you can describe the speaker. The speaker components and parts I guess. And then you can describe the workings of the components of the speaker. um, um, anyways, um, okay, so describe speaker components slash parts, describe workings of the components of the speaker. Is that okay, what else we and what they do plus what they do. Describe the workings of the components. Like basically meaning like how do they interact with each other? How do they interact with each other? How do the parts specifically the parts interact with each other? And then bitch. Oh, it was a comment, bitch. I thought it was a grammar suggestion. I was like, bitch, ain't no way. So and that's it. So yeah, that's all you need to do for making things concise. You need to go from like the basics, start from the basics, and then go to the more specifics. You don't go from this is what the coil does. You don't go from this is the coil, right? This is where the coil is. This is what it does, and this is something else in the same paragraph. The center of the speaker cone is attached to the end. You need to switch them per Faraday's law. You don't need to do that shit. Just describe what the fuck it is. You don't need all the extra bullshit. You don't need it. Just describe what it is. And then just say what it is. Say where it is, okay? Where it is. When it is, bitch. Just kidding. Where it is. Describe the speaker component slash parts, what they do, plus where it is. You do what, where it is, and then what they do. They be fucking me up. This happened with the fucking fragrance jets. They be fucking me up. Where it is. Where it is, where it belongs. And then what it does. And then wait, hold up. Speaker components, parts, what it does. these are interchangeable. You can interchange these, right? It doesn't make a difference. Fuck yeah. Describe workings of the component of speaker. Okay. How do the parts interact with each other? Yeah. So that's how we're doing these notes, because what the fuck? Okay. So that we had to legitimately like create an entirely new paragraph in order to um you know uh learn how speakers work. But anyways, it doesn't seem that complicated even. It just seems like it's vibrating it at like a bigger like scale, like the air. You know what I'm saying? This cone is held at its edges by an airtight suspension or surround, okay? As the cone moves, it pushes and pulls, okay? Because like it's all over the fucking place. Like yeah, I have to jump through like a billion thousand hoops in order to understand how something works, and I don't need to do that. You um but anyways, um let's see here. As the cone moves, it pushes and pulls surrounding air, creating creating pressure waves. Okay, so it's not converting the energy. I want to be a professor so bad. Like, oh my god, I be daydreaming about that shit all the time. When you're a professor so bad, I'm telling you what to do. I'm just kidding. I just feel like, bitch, I don't even know, beach. Like, come on out. I will be a good professor. um, but anyways, yeah, okay. Okay, so what we have so far: speaker driver, transforms. Okay, no, we're deleting this because it just vibrates the air at a specific, like, you know what I'm saying? What? An amplifier. Wait. An amplifier feeds a signal. Okay. This is the speaker work. Okay, this is just the speaker, the part that is actually vibrating the shit. So you're gonna need to plug it in. But I don't even know, girl. Uh, is it like a code or something? um. Okay, so the speaker driver. We need to reread this. Yeah. But this is going at the fucking bottom. The grammar shit, because y'all bitches already know that shit. Y'all bitches already know that shit. Which I hope they will let me curse beach. Because that's the only way I know how to communicate. But anyways. So yeah. So that's how the speaker driver works. Ah. But why do they always seem to be mounted in boxes? If the driver makes loud sound itself by it if the driver makes loud sound by itself, what's the box for? About and what about portholes? Oh my god! Oh my god! Portholes, bitch, portholes, and those other, bits and pieces. Why are speakers mounted in boxes? As a speaker driver's cone moves, it creates pressure waves both from and towards you, pushing the air. Sometimes he pulls air behind it. Okay, negative pressure. If the wavelength, this is not relevant, I don't think. As the speaker driver moves, I don't think it's relevant. It simultaneously, all the irrelevancies, like who the gives, oh my god, who the fuck gives a fuck? Who the fuck gives a fuck? Yeah. Who the fuck gives a fuck? Who the fuck gives a fuck? Bitch, and I'm getting fucking advertisements about diarrhea, bitch. What? I think it might be because we looked that shit up on we looked up if vapes would do certain things um to our bowels and help us with our bowels. um so that might be that. But anyways, the negative wavelength that corresponds to the frequency of the um of the anagani. Anagani. That means I'm rich in Arabic. Anagani. Anagani. I had to repeat that. but anyways, but anyways, but anyways, the wavelength that corresponds to the frequency of the reproduced signal is large relative to the size of the driver. The the pressure generated by the two sides of the driver will affect cancel out. So if so at any useful distance, the low frequencies bases are rendered inaudible. If you want to try this at home, remove a driver from its enclosure. Bitch, that's it. I was gonna say. um which I'm trying to figure out how to get the frequencies that we can't hear. Quilts can't hear. but anyways, a combination of um a combination of the mechanical properties of the driver and the size of the box define the low frequency behavior of an assembled closed box loudspeaker system. Without getting super technical, the air in the box acts like a spring that the cone pushes and pulls against, and that bitch instead of technical, then bitches made it complicated. And that system has a resonant frequency below, with its outputs drops, which its output drops off considerably. I'm reading, my bad. Car drivers can move air. Large drivers can move air, okay, but the problem is that speakers become I think it's just the fucking air. Oh shit. Damn, 1.6 gigabytes, bitch. Damn. Oh, we got the music. It's all them fucking ads on the fucking thing. It's them fucking ads, bitch. I'm just blood pressure, But anyways, I think it's just fucking stupid already. This is how the fuck it works. This doesn't even tell you. Okay, so the speaker driver is what it. Okay, that's what makes the
Internet.
sound.
Welcome. A metal room, empty.
I love this song.
Everybody hit the floor, say the prayer. Made it hit, feeling it, I'm feeling it. I'm a dip, focus on my silly shit. I forgot, DJ was going to make it hot, make it hot, make it hot, what you want. Make it hot, what you want.
I'm gonna yell at this until I can talk. Stop. Anyway. Connect the speaker driver to first ensure speakers are powered on and that the audio cable is correctly plugged into the actual vehicle. I guess it's like a wire. Okay, that makes sense. So it's simply just like, okay, I need to do that. So it's simply just like, when you think about it, it's just like the wire from the computer. It's like metal. It's conductor. It's metal. So I can computer connect to speaker driver. Okay. So I'm wondering what the material of it, if that is something because the coil of wire. I wonder what it would sound like if it were just a straight line, or if it were a different shape, like a zigzag. I wonder if you could be seeing which is when it in a circular gap between the poles of a permanent magnet. Okay, so I guess the wire just like attached to hold it. And then the center of the speaker cone. The wires right here, so that's the the center of the speaker cone catches the end, which gets driven back and forth by the moving coil. Okay, so the coil, the wires.
Can I see you tomorrow night?
Sure. I thought you mean tonight.
Wrapped in I don't know, they might be. How they're different, how they're built different. By playing frequencies. like not have school. I just like ditch it, ditch all the papers of class with the vibrating to sound waves, right? And just like have it be open. They have a device where you make it on, and then you just have this sound instead of it vibrating to connect it, so it could be like long distance or short distance, because the way you just like things that we can hear, I guess, so really no vibrating material. I don't know if you know what it is. It's making me vibrating material. So this means that we transfer the audio from the device. So we can transfer like recorded audio from the device to the I don't actually know how it is. It'll probably sound way better, way less like, because like why is like metal being like, you know what I'm saying? Why are we using metal to like vibrate music instead of playing fucking music and stuff just like that? It's way extra. How is the how is the what's it called? The audio reliable from recordings that we know. And that kind of means that how do we know that that the sounds produced are the most accurate? Well, you don't even have the balls to begin with. Like the clearest that it can be, I guess. What you need is me. Okay. Talk to you. Alright, so obviously you have to heal them fucking ears first, bitch, because you have to I'm not a fucking role model. I know this. I'm a 19-year-old fucking emotional coaster with pipe dreams. I ain't tweeted telling people he's bumping all of my shit because motherfuckers think I'm supposed to live up to something shit. I'm still jacking off and proceeding my life careless, but getting more pussy because I tell bitches I'm Wood Harris. As you should Philly to Paris, I'm getting these weird stares at skate parks and airports. All in a year, it's weird. Knockers dropped and left the cranium's mind fucked. Now competition missing like that nigga my mom fucked. He still hasn't called me yet. But that's a whole fucking different.
La doña Aga se rebosa en su cama, trota sin fe. Con desenfado, la doña Aga se rebosa en desenfado, con desenfado, trota sin fe. Con desenfado, la doña Aga se rebosa en su cama, trota sin fe. Con desenfado.
So I'm assuming that it's because something like there's like a pattern to that. So like a pattern system recognizes how kind of like right thing. And then when Paul by vibrating in this case, you could probably, you don't have to find other materials, right? You can up the scale of it as well. Up or lower the scale, yes. So the difference is like, I don't know why, you could just have also the air sounds different. Some sounds sound different in different areas. People's voices sound different in different areas. People's music sounds different in different areas, and speakers and stuff. So how are we going to that is a question for next time. How are we going to let me think of something whose song is this, y'all? Oh my god, it's so funny. What did he say? What did he say? Miss you guys. Took me and fucking daddy. you want to say? Bye. Choke.